off-season where we have strengthened the team, where we have planned for pre-season, and pre-season that lasted for 6 weeks with 9 friendly matches and 1 Carling Cup. It was very important that all the work, investment of the players and us as a technical team serving our players pays back with performance and result. Result is something what we are happy with. Performance is still very far to be in top competitive shape and form. And if we have been in perfect competitive shape and form, we would worry, because we want the way matches are going to improve, the way matches are going to touch certain details that will bring every individual, every partnership, every department, all team in a top competitive shape that will bring even better football, that will bring even better results, and that will make us much more effective. It is an issue that is very, very important in our mathematics and deep analysis that we have done last season. So many draws that we have played at home, and this was exactly shortcoming, and not that ball of Mokeke that finished on the head of Martin when we drew with Cape Town City. If we have won our home games, we would be safe and dry, and we would reach enough amount of points that we were looking for. So this season we are looking critically at the fact that we want to be Orlando Stadium to be a fortress, and I want to use the opportunity personally to say that I'm extremely happy person in one of the hardest coaching jobs in African football. It is exactly 2 years back, 730 days, 48 months, that our chairman brought me to be coach here with these great players that we are having, Coach Rulani and technical team, Fadlu Davids and others. We are working very hard to make this Orlando Stadium fortress, and we cannot forget spiritual owners, our supporters, that have been really player number 12. We have felt all support that they have given to us today, and we want really Orlando Stadium to become an unpleasant place to come to play, and where we shall look to get as many as possible 3 points. Look, people could speak this or that. We would just tell visible trophies are around the corner. Invisible trophies that we have succeeded is that we have lifted criteria and standards of our team, thanks to these great players that we are having, that are an amazing group of human beings that they want to put and stamp in illustrious history of Orlando Pirates, together with us as a technical team that we are serving them. And I would say that once those criteria and standards are achieved and we have reached the level that we want, that moment even trophies will come, even things will come. So instead of thinking about those things happen, once more I will repeat, criteria and standards are something what we are rushing to catch. We want to be the trophies material team, and trophies material team we are not far from. We are not far from. And speaking after first match about anything is unfair, we are just focusing now. We have one complete week to work before entering in an unbelievable set of matches. First is CAF Champions League away in Zambia, and immediately Super Sport, and then Highlands in MTN Super 8, and by end of month we are expecting to have 7+ matches played every 2-3 days. So this week is time to work and focus on Zambia away 3, but in the same moment to remember that matches every 2-3 days are demanding so much, and how we recover, how we prepare is of crucial importance, and this is what we are at present busy with. If I'm allowed first to tell, Mussolini is a pillar of this team since he has come to Pirates. Versatile player that could satisfy anything what football demands. I would like to say he's two-way traffic player that help us in build-up, player that help us in protecting the goal, and as such, we are honored, pleased, and privileged to have such a human being and such a player amongst us that is also visible to us, but invisible to many, unsung hero and person that does all the work and is an stamping authority of the game model that we are playing.
Yeah, with Ben, he's a quality player, and if you noticed when we started, he was playing on top of the diamond. I was just alone in the center, but with him coming to help me out in the center, that's when we were able to play. Especially in the second half, when we changed the system, we were able to control the game and dominate the game.
Before speaking about Gabadinho Mhango, with your humble permission, I would touch something what is an historical day for Orlando Pirates. You know, a young boy of 20 years played on World Cup for under 20. Tabiso Monyane came to the game. We have given him simple instructions: son, if things are okay, take the credits. If things are bad, we as coaches, we want to take the blame. But I want to give the credit to the senior players that have accommodated him, and thanks to them, he has presented himself in the best possible way. Still, he needs to be much better in defending, much better in build-up, and much effective going forward. But him starting today is a strong message that our youth system is doing very, very good job. On the other side, when we talk about the rest of the players, more or less, they have been the players that they have played last year. When new players came, there were our senior players. They pulled socks, pulled sleeves, worked hard, and showed that the ones leading by example in the way we play. However, other players, they could not just come and enter in the team. They need to earn and deserve. Also, they are working hard, and today we had Cabello Dlamini and we had Gabadinho Mhango that they have come good enough. Gabadinho Mhango scored the goal, announced himself in the best possible way, and this is the way how players are gradually supposed to enter, and then how the time goes, we are cancelling the way of older or senior players or new players. We are one team that works towards one direction. We need to tell you something, that our defense starts from the top because of high press. Our defense, second line of defense is our midfielders that are protecting, and last line is defensive line. We shall patiently going into the deepest attention to details, having absolute trust and confidence in our management that we have, after our reports, they have exactly put the puzzle in mosaic, bringing new players. We shall assess in days ahead of us up to end of the transfer window and act accordingly, because as a serious institution, if needs arises, we shall act accordingly. You know him as a right winger, that in a way we have pulled on the wing back situation. Energy that he has, quality that he has, gives him exactly that credit that he needs tirelessly to have repetitions on the flank, no matter whether he's winger, wing back or full back. He needs to be three-dimensional player, ready to defend, ready to help us in build-up, ready to give that advantage in numbers when we are attacking from that flank, and this is exactly what we are looking. And player with energy, and still very far what is supposed to be, but first step today, journey of 1,000 miles is starting with first step or with first match, and he did very well. This is something what I don't want to comment. I will just tell you there are interest from many parts of the world, but I am soldier and servant of Orlando Pirates, totally loyal to my African football father, Dr. Ivan Koza, and if anyone has anything to do, he's the right address. Until I'm needed here, I will serve loyally. When the time comes, I will still remain supporter, remove the jersey of the head coach, put the jersey of supporter out, and maybe you will see me there opposite on that side and whatever, but I will forever love and respect this great club that I'm honored, pleased and privileged to coach. We had, as I told, 9 matches, and Carling Cup where we could not place him because supporters are choosing as per their feelings from the last season. However, every single supporter has many reasons to be proud that player promoted from the youth team comes and plays same like his senior player. But thanks to our senior players that have accommodated him, given him confidence. Usually in such a situation, player can break through or crack. Thanks to our senior players, they have made him breaking through. Still very far what he's supposed to be, but as I told, first step, first match, mileage in his legs, confidence in his head. We shall still support him and look forward to improve in many aspects because he's still very far from what he's supposed to be.